Win, lose, draw.
Hello, welcome to episode 10 of the Win Lose Draw podcast.
10.
Made it to
It's
10,
double figures.
into double figures. We've not given up. It's not just a lockdown thing. I'm Robbie, and we've got Simon.
Hello, it's just me today.
Just the two of us today. It'll be fine. We'll make it. If you enjoy the
Fine.
video, like and subscribe.
What are we doing this week?
What are we doing this week? We're doing the top 10, or we might overlap. So the top few shithouse moments of all time. We need to work out how to put that in a title that is YouTube friendly.
Yeah, we do. But we'll cross that
So-
hurdle when we come to it.
Yeah, that's what we're doing today. It's an ode to the shithouses of in general football.
Yeah.
There's been a few over the years, and it can be people, moments, whatever. We're gonna celebrate pure shithousery.
How do
but
we define shithousery? That's what I was going to say.
that is a good question. I thought of this. It's not really something you can quantify. Shithousery isn't a
Yeah, I
measurement.
know what you mean. It's almost got a magical,
It's a
kind of
magical trait.
elemental feel to it, doesn't it? It's not a statistic. It's not
It's a
hard
sixth
data.
sense.
Yeah, it's just something that you don't see coming always.
Yeah.
But sometimes it will just appear out of nowhere, and it's a great moment for the sport.
The obvious shithousery is celebrations. There's some celebrations can
Yeah.
be, and that's like the obvious. But I think it's the moments in games you just don't see them coming. So I was thinking, would the ultimate shithousery be defined as someone who's doing it to gain an advantage, or is it just someone who's just being reckless because they love chaos?
I think probably to gain an advantage,
Yeah.
there's a different strand of shithousery, which is to
Some
kind
people
of
just want to watch the world burn.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But before we venture into the shithousery lands, should we do the news?
Straight into football news. News.
Football's back.
Football, the real football's
The
back.
real
After
football's
that, we tried to big up that Nations League. We did a podcast on the England squads. Oh, it was not worth the time and effort.
Oh God. I watched a little bit of the games, but
Yeah,
stand off. Just
it's just boring. I mean, I don't think Southgate should be out like some people have after two boring
yeah,
England
it's an
games.
interesting one. I don't think it should be Southgate out just yet, but I do think he does need to look at his tactics.
Yeah.
But
I feel like two defensive midfielders with a three at the back against Iceland and Denmark.
yeah,
Denmark are a good team, but I do think with the attacking quality we have,
we should be scoring goals against them at least.
But
I
you
think
know,
as well. Was it Greenwood and
Greenwood and
Phil
Foden, yeah,
being
being
up to
very naughty boys,
antics? Yeah,
which isn't ideal for arguably our two most promising talents to be causing trouble already. I know, obviously, they are just kids. They will make mistakes, and I think they don't need that much of a punishment. Really, it's just COVID. Obviously, the COVID issues. It is serious.
yeah. I think that was probably the more serious part of it than the
What they did, yeah.
yeah.
I think that's the COVID side is like they should have fought really.
Yeah,
but
and it's about setting an example.
Yeah.
As an England player abroad.
100%. It's just, and I think they missed those games. I think realistically that'll be it. They maybe get a fine, maybe. Obviously, it should be treated with some severity because of the COVID issues.
Yeah.
But they're not to blame for the R rate going up. They're although they should know better. Internationals aside, Premier League's back.
The Premier League is back. Yes. First match weekend.
Yeah, first weekend. I think it's all kind of gone as expected. There's no real shocks and surprises. Maybe Palace beating Southampton. There was a VAR, seems new rule. Refs have been urged to go to the screens a lot more.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
And John Moss rescinded a red card that he gave to Carl Walker-Peters after looking at the screen and determined it wasn't like a high foot dangerous play in the end because his foot wasn't high enough.
Yeah.
Which is that's what we want from VAR.
Yeah, you want the refs to go and look at the screens because
we want.
Ultimately, he's the one making the decision, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's on the field.
We want the ref that has made the decision to use the technology available to him
Yeah.
to correct his decision if necessary, rather than someone just telling him it's wrong. And then
Yeah. There was always something quite unsettling about seeing the people in the room kind of making decisions. And I mean, it's good that we have the technology to do that, but when it's kind of distant from the game, there's a lot of things that VAR needs to work on.
definitely,
But I
and it will
think,
take time.
yeah, it will
It's a
take
big
time.
change to the sport, so
Yeah.
it's going to take time. However, being a football league supporting fan now,
I was waiting for Bournemouth to get mentioned.
yeah, I mean, I have to at some point every episode, but it was good to see us score and not have to worry about, oh, what's wrong with it. There's no,
Yeah.
we scored and I was like, yes, it's in. Like
Yeah.
no flag from the lino. That's it. Like it's
Yeah.
goal. It's 100% a goal. And then Everton Tottenham. Did you watch that game?
Yeah, I did, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I thought Everton looked stronger than Tottenham.
They did. I was very surprised
Like
about.
they kind of dominated.
They did, and they look quite exciting as well. Some of the players they've got.
Yeah. Not everything has to go through Richarlison now. Has really helped
Yeah,
Richarlison. I think he looked good.
yeah. But from a Spurs perspective, I think it's just a bit
Yeah.
of a kind of dud.
Yeah, it's not ideal start to the season. Lacking a bit of creativity, which
Yeah,
considering the
definitely.
players you've got, you shouldn't really with the players you've got under like you're looking at Ndombele, Ali, Son, Lucas Moura,
But what I've been trying to
Lo
understand is
Celso.
we've got players like Bergwijn,
Yeah,
who is incredibly creative, and we clearly needed someone like him on the pitch, but he didn't take part.
and Leeds back in the
Yeah,
Premier League.
yeah, I watched
Yes,
that one.
that was
Eventful.
eventful. I think that is a welcome to the Premier League.
Yeah,
It's 3 goals against Liverpool. Can't really like. I don't think anyone did that last season. Well, Man City did, but Liverpool had already won the league.
yeah,
Um, yes, I think good play. Some suspect defending from Liverpool, which is not something we say regularly.
yeah. Especially Van Dijk when he
Yeah.
kind of assisted Bamford.
Oh, yeah, I know. You just took it down nicely for him,
Yeah,
really, which is odd.
it's very just unlike him really to kind of be
Yeah.
that relaxed.
Salah, though, with hat trick and a very well taken second goal with 2 penalties either side of that. Right. So the topic of today, said earlier, the shithousery awards,
I'm
and
looking forward to this.
so we've both come in with 5 shithouse moments each, and we're gonna go through them. We'll do one by one.
Yeah,
So we may have some overlaps, but that is
I
absolutely
expect we
fine.
will have some overlaps.
Yeah, because some are just top
Top
moments.
tier.
Yeah. And then I think we're gonna try and decide what is the number one
Yeah, okay.
at the end, but we'll just go through moment by moment. So, Simon, what's your first moment?
I kick it off. So I've gone for. This is not in any particular order, but I've gone for Denmark in 1992 European Championship final against Germany, which was prior to the passback rule being implemented, whereby goalkeepers can no longer pick up the ball from a passback from their defenders. So essentially, Denmark were 1-0 up, I believe, or in the lead at least, going to the last few minutes of the game. And I think it was Peter Schmeichel in goal, and they just proceeded to shithouse by doing a lot of passing back and picking up the ball, which is just. Some could say that's game management at the time because obviously those were the rules, but it's quite boring to watch.
I
But
mean,
it gets the job done.
it gets the job done. It goes to show that it was so bad that that is the year the Premier League decided to get rid of the rule.
Well, I think it was FIFA, wasn't it? It was a global change.
Well, was it?
Yeah.
Purely because Denmark shithoused their way to
Yeah.
the Euros.
But it's mad to think that that was a rule that you could do that.
Yeah,
Like it
it's
just
crazy that you could just roll it out, pass it back, roll it out, pass it back. Because I suppose we've grown up with uh like never like you can't pass back to the keeper really. Like that is how obviously the level we played, most goalkeepers are always dreadful with their feet as well.
yeah,
So
the level we played.
yeah, as in kids football.
Yeah.
I mean, you played at uni, but
I mean, the standard wasn't that great, so some kids thought it was really better.
but yeah, it was like you wouldn't dare. I mean, hopefully, grassroots and the way English football is now, they are training people to be keepers to be a little bit better with their feet. Probably not, because well, they're kids. But yeah, I think that is just. It's also mental that Denmark won the
Yeah,
Euros.
that's
I
another
saw it was
thing.
hosted in Denmark, so I think it's a bit of like a 1966 sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, if England didn't host it, would we have ever won it?
But it's like kind of like Greece in 2004, isn't it?
Yeah,
Similar sort of win
something
by
about it.
underdog team. Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound like it's still a proper underdog story. They also backpass their way through it.
Yeah. I just love the idea that their manager was there saying, "Do that."
Yeah, it's like look out to the fullback, back to the keeper, that's the centre back, back to the
Repeat.
keeper.
Yeah, I think that's strong shithousery candidate.
It's top shithousery because, like we said, like that is shithousery that has come to their advantage.
Has, yeah.
Like they've done that and won the Euros.
Yeah.
So you've got to admire it. On to I'll
What
do
have
my
you gone
first
for?
one. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go straight for a celebration. I said
I think I
these are
know where
quite
this is
easy
going.
ones.
Yeah.
So there was a man who used to play for Arsenal,
Here we go.
certain Mr. Adebayor. Most people know what happened. He scored. He moved to Man City, and Adebayor scored for Man City against Arsenal. And he decided, I'm not going to celebrate here. I'm going to run the length of the pitch to slide on my knees in front of the Arsenal fans who are throwing stuff at me. Did he ever? I don't know if he ever gave a reason why. I think
It
lo-
just fancied it.
he
It
just loved the
just
game.
yeah. It's just yeah, it's a lot of commitment to it's not like he scored the goal and it's just, oh, the away fans are here, so I'm gonna give them some stick. He's thought, no, actually I'm gonna run all the way down to the other end of the pitch to where they are. It's just it's the intent that is there. I think that's what makes it real shithousery.
I love it. It's so funny, and it's like you have like riling up the opposition fans, but then when you're a former player, some like it's so common you see them like, well, I'm not celebrating at all. They're literally like, no.
Yeah. See,
He's
I never understood that. I just think
I I used to get it. I'd think like if you have like quite a connection with a group of fans, it would be quite difficult.
yeah.
However, what if it's a banger?
Exactly. You're not gonna be like
I'm sorry, I've scored bangers at the park, and I've
yeah.
wanted to do a knee slide
Yeah.
to no one. I'm not going to be if I do that in the Premier League against like I don't know if it's my old team. I'm celebrating.
Yeah.
You can't help. And like I feel that they always say like that feeling of scoring goals. I think you just lose it.
Hmm.
But then I'm never going to score a goal in the Premier League, so I can't really
Still
compare that one.
time.
There's still time. I've found a post-match interview.
Yeah.
So this is directly after the game. He goes, "I've made a big mistake. I shouldn't have done that."
Is that
So
Hagrid?
maybe it's why it just made, but because of it, it just made it so much sense when Tottenham signed him. But yeah, so that's my pick, Adebayor. So did you have Adebayor as
I
well?
did. He was also one of mine. Yeah.
Very nice. So
I
what
think
other
that'll
ones have
rate
you got?
very highly.
I think so. I think it's
Yeah.
because the fact that how long ago it was, and it's still talked about. Like,
Yeah.
if you
It's
think of Arsenal
iconic.
against Man City, that is one of the first things I think of.
Yeah.
So what other ones do you have?
Well, now I'm gonna bring up the legendary incident in '06 in the World Cup final, and it's the headbutt
Yeah, okay.
of Materazzi by Zidane. I was torn with this one because essentially it is assault, and don't really condone that. But
You're not wrong.
it's just the fact that how outrageous it was,
It was mental.
and it was his last game. Some crazy insult or something, and he hasn't
Yeah, there
even
was.
pushed or like punched or anything. He's just gone straight in with the head. So
Yeah,
uh,
like nothing else. And it was just like, and it was a World Cup final. It was,
exactly, it wasn't a friendly or just sort of
yeah.
end of game season game.
If
Like
I
the whole
was,
world was watching, and he's just headbutted someone.
yeah, he just lost it. And if I was Zidane, I don't think I would have retired. I was like, you can't retire on that. I'd be like, well, I'm gonna have to stick around for another 2 years for that. There's always been like rumors of what was said and
mm,
what might have been said, but no one's ever confirmed it.
no,
Um,
I'd love to sit them both down together in a room, kind of do an
oh,
interview. Can you imagine?
that would be amazing. If someone could make that happen, that'd be incredible. Materazzi and Zidane, like 20 years on, which
Yeah,
is coming up.
'cause I remember watching it at the time and just thinking, like, did that just happen?
Yeah,
Like, what have I just seen?
and then it was like, and the fact that Italy went on to on penalty, and there's that picture of Zidane walking off past the World Cup. He's unfortunate because it's one of the things that everyone thinks of now when you think of him as a player. When he was
Yeah,
one of the up there as one of the best ever.
yeah. But now he's remembered for that, really.
Yeah, and he was so good in that World Cup. I see every now and then there'll be a clip of his game against Brazil, like Zidane highlights against Brazil, and he was just like a joke. Like,
Yeah. I think it might be in the '98 final or in that tournament where there's one camera and it follows him the whole game. It's just a film of him just moving around the pitch.
Sky
Because,
Sports used to do that, like player
but
cams.
yeah, but it was just a professional film of just him just moving around the pitch for 90 minutes.
That's what I mean. He was one of the greatest ever, and his legacy is a headbutt.
Yeah.
I mean, he's helping out at the moment, being a manager and winning back to back to back Champions Leagues. We can't even manage back to back to back dubs. But yeah, I think so. I didn't go for that. I was gonna, but I didn't. I'm thinking maybe I should have. Like some of mine are a lot more low key. However, like is the shithousery from Materazzi?
Um,
Not really, but then
no.
kind of. I think that is a. It's not. It's a shithouse moment, just on all bases. It's just
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's
because
a
it's like
different, slightly different blend of.
because there's no real winners. Like
No,
Zidane got
there's
sent
not.
off and ruined his legacy, and Materazzi got headbutted in the chest.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. There's no winner as such.
I mean, Materazzi had a World Cup to winners medal to soothe his blows, but I wouldn't say Zidane is a shithouse because of it,
Yeah.
but it is a shithouse moment, which is like shithousery is ambiguous. It's very broad.
It's a fluid term.
It is. So if we've done Adebayor, I didn't go for Zidane. So next, I'm going to go for a Dutch striker. We're going for this
Oh,
time. So I wonder
is
if you got this.
this?
This is Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Oh, what am
This
I
is
thinking? There's one. I'm thinking of. I was thinking of Nigel De Jong. I think
what
the karate kick in the chest.
annihilating
Yeah.
Iniesta in the chest. Yeah,
I'll never forget watching that and thinking, what have you done?
yeah. But yeah, so no, mine is Ruud van Nistelrooy.
That's true. I think you have to enlighten me. I can't remember this
So
one.
this is a little moment of Ruud van Nistelrooy had a penalty,
Right. In the
and
Prem.
it wasn't. It was for Holland.
Oh, four. Okay.
Right. So basically, what happens is Holland are playing someone. I want to say like
So,
Croatia. Oh,
oh,
Andorra. It's
Andorra.
Andorra. So
European
this is
Titan.
the first penalty. Van Nistelrooy hits the post.
Oh.
The Andorran centre back gives him a little laugh and just laughs in his face, which is it is funny. And then a little bit later on in the game, Van Nistelrooy scores. He thinks, "Hang on a minute, I'm going to go straight to this centre back. Give some back."
Yeah. Yeah,
and
I have seen this.
just
Love
staring him in the eyes, and it's the way he just looks at him and goes. It is lovely, and and then the keeper pushes him, but that is like
I rate that
I
highly.
rate it because it's like it's not just like shithousery, it's sweet revenge as well.
Yeah, it's poetic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So oh, that's a good one.
It's very. It's a whole story, isn't it? Because you've got like the
You've got
penalty, and
it's
then
shithousery in the start from the Andorran centre back
it's like a
for doing
comedy.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's got a full plot.
yeah, roller coaster ups and downs. On a
So
side note, I really love that kit.
oh, that is on a yeah.
That was
That is like
very nice kit.
that is like total 90 at its peak, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's mine. That is
yeah,
Van Nistelrooy.
strong one.
Slightly less important moment to the Zidane one, and
Yeah, but it's not about the
yeah,
importance of the moment. It's about the shithousery. And that
exactly,
was full of it.
exactly.
All right, it's back
Which
to me now. I've gone for what? It's another kind of iconic moment, really. I've gone for Ronaldo and Rooney and him getting sent off at Euro
oh,
2004
that is a big moment.
and the
Yeah,
old.
I'm gonna zoom right into that.
Because I watched the clip earlier, and it's kind of Rooney's gone in for a tackle with one of the
Carvalho,
Portuguese
yeah,
kids, Carvalho, yeah, and he's kind of left a leg kind of where it hurts,
yeah.
shall we say?
Oh yeah, it wasn't nice.
Yeah. Then
There's a bit of a kerfuffle.
a kerfuffle,
Carvalho's
yeah,
running
a
around,
fracas, as
like
they
he's
say,
rolling
fracas.
about a bit. I think Ronaldo's getting amongst it. He obviously we didn't know how much of a born winner he was then, but we knew he was good. But he's clearly like he's seen an opportunity to get the upper hand in the
Yeah,
game here, and he's taken it. Rooney's fallen for the bait. It had already happened. I think Ronaldo helped, but then it's just that like that little wink to the
yeah, it's very mysterious. Like, what does it mean?
that
It's
was like
it's almost because I was really into this. Like, people say, "Oh yeah, he just winks when he understands an instruction from the manager." I was like, okay, but like, I said, there's sort of something
yeah,
about the wink. It's just maybe it's because we're England fans. It's like,
exactly. I think, and that was the thing as well. It was shocking because they were teammates, like at club
yeah,
level.
exactly.
Um,
It's kind of like, yeah, friendly fire shithousery.
yeah, and I think I remember. I think even after the game, Rio Ferdinand like made sure they sorted it out there and then.
Yeah,
So like it wasn't something that he was thinking of his club. Obviously, England were out by then. He was hurting as well, but I, I think being England fans as well, that one hurts because
yeah,
it's just like that was the area where we could have won things.
yeah.
We didn't because we're England.
There's a sort of similar incident, I guess, with David Beckham, Argentina.
Yeah, definitely.
Similar sort of.
That was Diego Simone he kicked out at.
It was, yeah.
It was who is a well-renowned shithouse. There's definitely a trend.
Yeah, you can join the shithousery together. They all link
Yeah,
up.
but yeah, I mean that one hurts, so it's difficult to rate
Yeah,
it
it's
as
hard
highly
to.
as maybe it should be, but definite big shithousery moment. So I'm going to go for another big moment, and this is I'd like to say this one's for you, Harris. However, I do not condone the actions. So no, no, not the biting. In
Oh.
fact, I've not gone for the biting. He is in this list at some point, but for a very different reason.
Okay.
However,
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Sorry.
this
Okay.
is a certain senior shithouse, Sergio Ramos. I think I think it's fair to say he could be the greatest shithouser of
Mr.
all time.
Shithouse. So
He's up
this is
there.
shithousery as a player.
No, so this is one moment, but
Woman.
I
Okay.
do want to give an ode to Mr. Shithouse himself, who
Yeah.
I think there's a few in the modern era. We've got like Diego Costa's been up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, like slightly lower level, Joey Barton, big Shithouse. Carlos Tevez, he was quite
Yeah,
one.
back in the day. Yeah.
Um, but Ramos has been on another level, and he's won stuff because of it as well.
Exactly, that's the thing, and it's just so consistent.
He plays the supervillain, but the one that James Bond never kills,
Yeah.
and he's just like he's the one who pops up for that last minute winner or that last like I think that the final against Atletico Madrid where he got a 90th minute equaliser, then they went on to win it. It's like it always goes right for him.
Yeah.
But this is a Champions League final against Liverpool. Mo Salah is in the form of his life. Just come out like he's I think was it first season at Liverpool and he hit the ground running and just smashing it in the Premier League. Liverpool unstoppable. They've beaten everything in their path. Obviously, a little bit not quite there with the actual Premier League just because of Man City were just unstoppable and it's games thick and fast. But Klopp was really putting his imprint on Liverpool. Salah was breaking all the records. Come to the Champions League final. There's a bit of an innocuous tackle between Salah and Ramos. I call it innocuous. Ramos meant it. He knew
He definitely
exactly
meant
what
it.
he was
Yeah.
doing, which is why this is moments in it. Because if it was like it didn't look like he meant it, you could kind of let him off. But he's he's pulled as he's gone down. He's pulled Salah's arm, and he's kind of tucked it under him as he's fallen. And it's like I don't think he intended to dislocate it, but he intended to do something that's going to put him out.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to hurt him,
Yeah, there's definitely some intent there.
and that's like. And then they went on. Obviously, that wasn't the only reason they won it. Like Karius was a big reason. Bell's
Big
overhead
reason.
kick. But you think if Salah was on the pitch, what would they have been able to do? And I think that's like the Ronaldo with Rooney. He's seen an opportunity to get the upper hand, and he's taken it. But this one, he's injured Salah and he's dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah, which is not very sportsmanlike.
It's not sportsmanlike a lot
But
at all.
it's like pushing
It's pushing the boundaries, and it's because it's Ramos. It's just he knows how to shithouse. I can't believe Real Madrid didn't win everything with a centre back pairing of Ramos and Pepe, because that is ultimate shithousery,
yeah,
and that is like, I mean, they did win a lot. I think the only reason they did it was just Messi was too good for both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Ramos is definitely. Thankfully, I mean, you probably wouldn't say thankfully as a Tottenham fan, but thankfully they won it the year after. I think they got the Champions League that team did deserve. Salah has won it all now. I think it's fair to say. So he's it wasn't like justice has been served in some way, shape, or form. That was very nice to Liverpool fans, but I do like Salah. But yeah, I think Ramos has to have been with a shout, and
He's
that's
got to
probably
be in our mentions somewhere. Yeah.
he's in our mentions definitely. He's that's probably his worst moment as well. So I'd say. Okay, what's your next one?
Next one. So we both said Adebayor, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So my final one is. It's not really a moment as such, but it's kind of something that happens quite a lot within the realms of the video game FIFA.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with this game.
I am very familiar with this game, and I think I know where you might be going.
But in this game, you can play against other people online, and when you score a goal, you can choose your celebration. Most people choose something that it depends on what moment it is in the game, but there's a certain celebration that is being demonstrated by you right now, and that is the shush. It's just so infuriating when it happens to you, but when you score 90th minute, to win 1-0 just comes out. And the best ones are when you run from one end of the path to the other and just kind of go around their players.
Yeah, especially if you all do it as a team. That is
Yeah.
lovely. I think, yeah, to be honest, I thought you were going to go with sweaty goals then.
Hmm.
But the shush is, yeah, I like that. That's because that is a big part of FIFA is shushing, sweaty goals. The other one for me, when it comes to FIFA, would be people who mark the first defender in a goal kick. Well, obviously, it's an opportunity. And it's the defender's fault. It's just annoying. Just let us pass that from the back. Just let us get on with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, the shush is definitely pure
Yeah.
shit house. And obviously, we're going to have Mbappe's crying celebration next FIFA.
Well, I don't know if that's confirmed, but yeah, I hope so. Because they're removing the shush, aren't they?
They're removing the shush, but I think they are doing the crying one. The main reason they're doing the shush is basically to speed it up because you can do it for so long and like run around.
It's the whole
So,
point of it.
exactly. But they're doing like
Trying to make the games quicker, aren't
only
they?
you can
More
only do
fluid.
finisher celebrations basically.
Okay.
So, but you can still run up to the camera and do that. So that'll be okay. They'll find a way. It's FIFA. They always find a way to be some
Oh
sort
yeah,
of.
there always be something. Yeah.
I like that. So I've got two more. One is a small one, but he deserves a mention as well. Jamie Vardy.
Yeah.
He's he loves it. He loves the shithousery.
I think I know where you're going on this one.
Especially, so there's a lot of, he likes to celebrate in front of the away fan, like the opposition fans, no matter where he is, who he's against. It doesn't matter if there's a rivalry with Leicester or not. He loves it. But the one that stood out for me was Crystal Palace, where he scored against them, and he just did an eagle celebration in front of their fans.
Yes, I do remember it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is just so funny. Like it's so unnecessary, but
That's
it's
the thing.
just
Yeah, it's not even like there's a rivalry there or anything. It's
no.
just he just thought I'll do it.
Yeah, and he's just like, and there's not like they hate him. They weren't booing him before. I think it spurs him on. Like I think he does it to make them boo the
Yeah.
next time they play. But yeah, the Eagle one stood out for me. I know
Yeah, I
he
like that.
regularly runs up to fans and does that.
See, when you mentioned Jamie Vardy, I thought you were going to refer to when Leicester won the league. And do you remember Harry Kane? Because Spurs were chasing. Posted that
Yeah,
picture of the Pride of Lions because they were like
yeah. And then
chasing
Jamie
and stuff.
Vardy did
Mufasa.
Mufasa fall hanging from the cliff.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
that
good.
was
That was
that's
that
very
was
good.
well played.
Did hurt a little bit, but yeah, well
Yeah,
played.
I can imagine. I can imagine that really. Because I think that's always going to be a tough one because it's like it was mental and it was like everyone really wanted Leicester, but then like even now that's still been your best opportunity.
Yeah, I know.
So I think it's always going to be bittersweet for Tottenham fans that one. But anyway, moving on so you
Moving
don't
on
cry.
swiftly.
So this is another World Cup, the same World Cup as the De Jong tackle we were talking about,
Oh, yeah.
2010. So this was the South Africa World Cup, and
No.
yeah, no, Vuvuzelas all over the shop.
It's not
That
really
is,
no. It's more like no.
yeah, it's weirdly the same noise as Tim Pot Team of the Week.
Speaking of Tim,
Tim
Team of the
Pot
Week.
Team of the no. Oh, but yeah, Vuvuzelas aside, great World Cup. I don't know about you, it's one of like my favourites.
Yeah, it's definitely legendary.
Even the way England went out and everything, it was just such a. I think we were good age for it. Like what were we like, 15, 16, 17?
Yeah.
Like we didn't have any responsibilities, but we were allowed to watch the football with our friends. Basically, we could drink. We didn't have bills to pay.
No.
It was a good time in our lives, but it was also a good World Cup. Like the first and only one in Africa so far. And I think with like South Africa, everyone kind of got behind South Africa, and then there was one African team left in that everyone kind of like. They were like like everyone wanted them to go as far as possible,
Yeah, I know what you're
unless
going
they were
this one.
playing them, and it was Ghana. Ghana had like Asamoah Gyan is the only one really I remember, think Solly Montari was
Yeah, and I
in
remember
it.
the keeper as well.
Richard Kingston played for Blackpool.
Wigan as well.
Yeah. John Mensah as well. That was one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Solly Montari. Asamoah Gyan was the one who kind of like oh, Kevin Prince Boateng. Like,
Oh
they had
yeah.
some like classic players.
Yeah.
But yeah, Asamoah Gyan, no one had really heard of. He scored a few good goals. I want to say he scored in that first group game against Serbia, and they won 1-0.
Yeah.
He scored in the other group game against Australia, where they drew 1-1. Didn't score against Germany in their other group game. And this was so next round they played the USA, but then Ghana ended up beating USA. Asamoah Gyan scored a 93rd minute winner. Oh, it was after extra time. And then, so he'd got them this far. He'd got them into the quarterfinals. And this is where they come up against Uruguay.
Ooh.
And this is where the shithouse moment comes in. Against Uruguay, the score was 1-1. I think it was either just before half time or just after half time. A goal for Ghana. And then Forlan scored a free kick to make it 1-1.
Diego Forlan, what a player!
I know he's a classic player. Which
That World Cup, he was banging them in.
oh yeah, he's just going screamers, wasn't he? Oh, that was a good World Cup. I think that is a video for another day. It definitely is like best World Cups of the 21st century.
And tournaments as well in general.
But yeah, so Ghana had a late corner, I want to say, and they've kept Uruguay at 1-0, and they've held their own, and they've crossed it in. There's been a bit of a goalmouth scramble. I think there's been a header that's saved. Another header's hit. The keeper's come out. Then someone hits I want to say it's a header, and it's goal bound. It's going in. Last kick of the game, pretty much. Ghana are going to go to the semi-finals of the World Cup until a certain Luis Suarez decides to just save it. He's just diving save. He's just gone for it. And I remember I was so upset as a neutral.
Yeah, that was my exact feeling.
Never cared about a game.
I was so angry.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's the way it was everything like he saved it and everyone was like, what's going on? And then suddenly he got a red card and he's crying. And then Asamoah Gyan takes the penalty. And he hit the top of the bar and it's gone like he's levered it.
just keep it down. That's what you got to do.
He almost hit the corner of like posting bar and it's just gone. But it's heartbreaking to see.
Yeah.
And then you see Suarez as he's walking down the tunnel. We stop to see the penalty, and then you see him celebrating, running down the tunnel. And at the end of the day, job done because Uruguay went on to win the penalty shootout. Suarez, I think he also got his move to Liverpool after that, which obviously Suarez is a quality player, deserved something in football, but he's a shithouse.
Yeah, he's up there with Diego Costa.
He's up there. Costa, Ramos, Suarez.
The holy trinity of shithousery.
Yeah. You wouldn't want them in a five-a-side team.
God, can you imagine?
Imagine that. That's like the FIFA Street, those three, and then a goal. Those three, and then clearly Schmeichel, seeing as he knows how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just... It was just like the sheer audacity. It was like... It just had no right to just...
That's the thing is, it's like... He was like... Obviously, he got sent off. But it's like the fact that it's been like... He stopped a goal.
Yeah.
It's not stopped a goal scoring opportunity. He stopped a goal.
Yeah, that's the thing. If he had just sort of hacked the guy down,
Yeah.
if it was like a one-on-one, I'd be like, I mean, fair. Like, that's what you'd had to do. But it's just something about the fact the ball was about to cross the line and he's just thought, nah.
Yeah. There's something about it that's like...
It's just wrong. It's just
It is wrong. And...
It's also utter shithousery.
It's pure shithousery, and that should be commended. So, what are we going for? The top shithouse moment. So I'd say it's between that handball
Yeah.
for the magnitude of the situation, the fact that it actually helped his team win.
Yeah.
I think Suarez is up there. The fact that it didn't help his team win, but the Adebayor one, just for how iconic, is tempting.
I'm very drawn towards Adebayor.
Yeah, I think same. I think mate again because the Suarez one upsets me. I don't think he deserves it.
That's the thing.
But
Like, he's good, Jazzy, but I can't. It's just not right.
no, and that's the same as like, I couldn't say the Ramos one because
Exactly. Yeah.
he has literally harmed someone.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess the same with like Zidane as well.
Yeah,
Like,
they're crazy moments and it is shithousery, but
yeah.
we're gonna give it to Adebayor because no one really got harmed, but he riled up thousands upon thousands of Arsenal fans.
I think as well, like you say, the fact that it's gone on for so long as well.
Yeah,
It's like that Van Nistelrooy one. I had seen that before, but I completely forgot about it. But
yeah,
Adebayor was like iconic.
yeah. Like it's almost the first thing I think about when I see like if Arsenal and Man City play, I'd be like, well, those two.
Yeah, but yeah, I do like the Van Nistelrooy one a lot as well.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
just
because
it's
it's
just
sweet revenge as well.
it's perfect comedy timing as well.
No,
He does it just long enough. So.
it's the thing is he stares at him first and then does
Yeah,
it. So I've got a lot of time for that.
I think as well the fact that it's Andorra. It's
Yeah,
not like they're playing a big team.
yeah, I know.
It's just
Like
some
he could have just
part-time
been like,
players.
yeah, he could have literally been big-headed and brushed off, been like, "You'll never be on my level."
Yeah.
But instead, he's really rubbed it in. He's stooped down.
So yeah, so we crown Adebayor.
I can crown Adebayor
I can crown Adebayor.
the Ballon shithousery.
Ballon Chateau.
Ballon Chateau. Yeah.
What's the other ones? Player of the Year.
Uh,
Sure, there's loads
I
of
don't
other
know,
awards that I
but
just can't think of.
I feel like
Golden Shithouse.
a fitting one for shithousery is there. Jules Rimet, purely 'cause it's got the word rim in it. I don't know.
I thought there was like some complex joke in there. I was trying to forget. I was like, Jules Rimet.
No, it's a
No,
bum joke.
just a bum joke. Okay.
Now, quickly, Tim Pot Team of the Week. I mean, these
Quick
come in
Tim
thick and
Pot. They
fast.
do come and take a fast. Got to choose.
So, take the floor.
Take the floor once again. Tim Pot Team of the Week.
Lovely. Lovely
My
stuff.
voice is getting a bit.
Yeah, it was getting a bit. Someone's had a few shandies. Quite a night in the library. So, I don't really have it one this week. However, scraping the barrel, Southend lost 4-0 to Harrogate. It was actually Mark
Harrogate
Mosley's.
were non-league, weren't
They
they?
were
The
so
first
that's their
season.
first game in the Football League ever. I
Oh,
assume.
oh.
I might have made
We
that up.
cannot confirm or
Apologies,
deny.
Harrogate fans, if there's any of you watching. But I've assumed you've always been non-league because it's been like that my entire life, and I think that's fair to say. But yeah, like someone coming up to the Football League, unless they're Salford who have just bought their way up, or
Yeah.
which I actually I'm all for that. I'm not saying that as like a diss on Salford. I like teams buying their way up the leagues because it's more fun. Um, but yeah, like you want a good like C into really, right? First game up, like
Yeah, you shouldn't be losing 4-0 to
Harrogate.
yeah, side that's
Yeah,
just come up. Well, like maybe like a dodgy 1-0 win
yeah, that's
where
what I
they've
mean.
scraped late win or something, but at least
Yeah.
4-0.
Do you have a nomination?
Um, not really. It's quite difficult to choose one because I was kind of hoping that Leeds would beat Liverpool. So
Yeah,
that would be an easy one.
that would have been an easy one. Yeah, I feel like there'll be a few of those. I nearly was going to give it to West Ham, just losing again. I feel like they can this season because they're a bit of a mess. They could be the default tin pot team of the week. Whenever we don't have one, we just give it West Ham.
Sorry, West Ham fans.
Yeah, sorry. Until you sort your stuff out.
I think if I did have to say one, I'd probably can't tempt to go with Tottenham.
What, for losing to Everton?
Yeah, because we haven't lost to Everton since 2012.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And the fact that we brought some players in, like new season, everyone's fit, and then it feels like last season.
yep. No, that's the worst thing about football is all the optimism of a new season can come crashing down so
Yeah.
quick. So I think we can crown Southend.
Yeah, I think so. Then.
It's losing to Harrogate. Southend turned a tin pot team of the week. Go
Oh yeah.
on.
As I know then. Tim. You're gonna keep that in, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Tim team of the week.
Nice. That was a short one because clearly struggling. We're going to have unnamed football game. We've got a new game finally.
A new game, original content on this channel.
Original. But before that, let's go to FPL Corner. That's what I'm going to call it, although I think someone else has already got that name. Any better names for FPL Corner in the comments, please? Obviously, FPL started first week. How's it gone for you?
How's it going for me? It is gone not great. I think I'm currently on about 20 points, maybe 19. I had Kieran Tierney at the back, so that was a nice little clean sheet.
Promising.
Up top hasn't gone that well. I had Mane as captain. Should have put Salah in.
Yeah.
But it's been quite a difficult week really, because obviously Man City aren't playing this week, so I've had to kind of build my team with some of those players in mind. Because obviously, like thinking about Kev and Nathan Ake.
Yeah, I've been similar. I've my entire bench didn't have a game this week. That was what I went for in the end, and it's turned out like I had Saka and he didn't start. He didn't play for Arsenal, so that backfired a bit. So I've only got 10 playing, and yeah, I've got 19 points also. 4 players still to go. It's not been the best week, although we did discuss FPL, and I was stuck on a name, and name I went for in the end was Living Lamina Loca. And I've just joined a load of Bournemouth fan leagues, and I realise I'm named after a Southampton player.
Oh, that's not good.
But technically, he's at Fulham at the moment. I know on loan, but I am a Bournemouth fan. I just like the pun, all right? Like the pun. But yeah, shocking start. Again, snap back to reality. Like you think, like, I've got a strong team. They'll all do well. Like I captained Trent Alexander-Arnold, thinking they'll keep a clean sheet against Leeds. Will they? No. So I had Alexander-Arnold and Gomez, 2 of the defenders at Liverpool that didn't get an assist or score. Yeah, Ings didn't do anything.
I had Ings as well.
Still got Werner, Reece James, Traore, and Ramsdale to go.
Yeah, I've got Traore and Ramsdale.
So Traore and Ramsdale against each other, so one will probably do better than the other.
Yeah.
Or knowing our luck, someone else from Wolves will score.
Yeah.
That'll ruin both.
It's always difficult with the first match weekend because you've got no
unless you've been like
religiously
watching the pre-season games, and even then you don't know.
Yeah, but even then you don't know. I mean, look at Leeds, Liverpool. Like,
yeah,
you'd expect Liverpool to smash them.
You would, but not always the case. Definitely. No. But yeah, so for next week, what would your top pick be? One player that you'd want to bring in, or someone you've already got you think that's like he's going to do well.
So I'm going to bring Nathan Ake in.
Yeah,
Man City. I don't actually think about it. Would he start?
If he starts, it'd be tempting. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I haven't looked at the fixtures yet, so I'm not sure who I'm going to captain. But
So one of I'd say I'm tempted. So obviously on my bench, I've got Greenwood and De Bruyne sat ready to come in. my plan was, so I had Saka as like just like he's in there for this week. Obviously, he didn't play, so don't go to plan. But I've got 4.5 million in the bank for either. I was torn between Bruno Fernandes, or I might maybe try someone else and get Salah in. I think Salah was looking good, and I
Looking
think
good, yeah.
the fact he's on penalties for Liverpool as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I know they rotated a little bit last season, but Salah did the main stay of
Bulk
them.
of the goals, yeah.
But that's tempting. Newcastle was solid against obviously a shit West Ham, but
Yeah, I think Wilson's a good shout.
Wilson and even Jeff Hendrick is a cheap shout.
Yeah,
Like goal and assist for Hendrick on his
yeah.
debut. They've got a nice run as well. I looked. I think they've got like Brighton, West Brom, a couple teams like that. So I'm going to go Callum Wilson, which
Yeah.
new club, hit the ground running already. We go Wilson. That's my pick. That's
So he'll definitely be bench next week.
100%. Don't take my word for it, but that is it. So that's FPL Corner. Now onto the game. Like we said, new game. Like we said, new game.
Original content.
Original content. We're going higher or lower. It's just not original content.
Yeah. It's original to this channel. It's the first time we've
Oh,
done
I mean,
this.
yeah, we're not copying the Football Ramble this time. So basically, the rules of this game is we're going to say two players, and it's a shootout.
Shoot.
It's a shootout.
Shoot
And
out.
basically, it's the other person has to guess which player scored more goals. We're going to say the two players, and the season, and we go one by one like a penalty shootout. Best of 5. Whoever's got the most wins. So new game. Obviously, you've not won one yet. So
Not yet, being the
yeah, we'll
terms
see.
there.
So and this as well, you can kind of make it as easy or hard as you like. So these could be really obscure if you want to get the win. So do you want to start?
Yeah, I can do. I'm going to go for season 2017 to 18. Two players are Raheem Sterling
Okay.
and Romelu Lukaku. It's quite.
That's quite. So that is City's like 101 point season, right?
Um,
I want to say.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Sterling.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer. Yeah.
You are correct.
Yes. That's one. 1-0. Well.
Raheem
Yeah.
Sterling 18, Lukaku 16.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna go straight up. 2011-12 season.
Oh, okay.
So who scored more goals? Wayne Rooney or Sergio Aguero?
Oh, 2011-12.
Yep. 2011-12.
So Aguero's kind of really taking off around then.
That is the year of the
The Aguero. But what Rooney was scoring a lot of goals as well. I'm gonna go with Aguero.
Aguero.
Yeah.
It's final answer.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney.
I
Aguero got 23.
was gonna go with it.
But the most important goal that won the league.
Yeah.
Rooney got 27. So that's 1-0.
All right.
Okay, second question.
Oh, let's go back in time to 2008, 2009.
Okay.
Nicholas Anelka or Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ooh, that's like Ronaldo's last season, right? I don't even know who Anelka was playing for. Chelsea, maybe.
I think so.
I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna go Ronaldo.
Final answer.
Yeah.
It's Anelka.
Oh,
19 goals
19.
to 18. Ronaldo.
Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, my next one. So this is the 03-04 season.
Right. Okay.
Going back, this is, I want to say Arsenal's invincible year.
Don't know. Irrelevant.
Who scored more goals? James Beattie, Big Who,
Vicky.
or Yakubu, also
Ooh.
Big Who.
Yakubu. Yeah, he's pretty prolific back in the day. I'm leaning towards James Beattie. I think Yakubu will be up there, so I'm going to go BT, final answer.
BT, final answer. Feed the yak and he will score. Yakubu.
No.
Still,
Ah,
is that still 1-0 to me? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So BT scored 14 and Yakubu scored 16.
This is really hard.
It is actually really
Well,
hard.
for me.
Right, what's the next one?
Okay, 2018-19,
Okay.
Callum Wilson or Lacazette. It's quite a tough one, I think.
That is tough because that's the Wilson Fraser combined. I'm going to Callum Wilson.
Final answer?
Final answer, Callum Wilson.
You're correct. 14 goals to 13.
Ah, goal machine. I can't say Bournemouth's goal machine anymore. Goal machine.
Just goals.
2-0 to me. Right. This is 2014-15 season.
Okay.
Who scored more goals? Christian Benteke or Charlie Austin?
Ooh. So Benteke was this when he was at Liverpool?
I believe he was at Liverpool here, yeah.
And Charlie Austin, was this QPR?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna go Charlie Austin.
Correct. Benteke scored 13 and Charlie Austin scored 18.
Nice.
2-1. So if I get this right, if I get this right, I win.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that's right.
hit me.
All right, but give you a juicy one then. Let's go back in time a little bit. Scroll through. 99 to 2000.
Okay. Jesus. I was 4.
Go for Alan Shearer and Dwight York.
I'm going to go Dwight York. Final answer.
Alan Shearer,
Oh, you're still in with a shout. 2-1.
23 goals to 20.
Ooh,
Kevin Phillips of Sunderland, 30 goals that season.
banging them in. Big Kev. Right. I'm going to go for last season. Very recent.
Okay,
Who scored more goals? Nicolas Pepe,
right.
Arsenal's
Don't think he scored that many.
big signing. Yeah, I've gone quite low down.
Okay.
Or John Joe Shelby.
Ooh, I think like Pepe was maybe injured a bit. But I don't know if he got into double figures. But John Joe probably played most of Newcastle's games.
But Newcastle were very
Goal shy.
goal shy, and he was a centre mid.
Yeah. I think John Joe. Final
Correct.
answer. Yes.
John Joe got 6. Pepe got 5.
Yeah, because he had quite a good season, John Joe. He was like a bright spark
Yeah,
in
definitely.
an otherwise bland Newcastle team.
Right, so I think we've done 4 each now. I think
It's 2-2, isn't it?
2-2 going
Yeah.
into the final round.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm picking, aren't I?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, here's a good one. 2010 to 11. Darren Bent or DJ Campbell.
DJ Campbell is a massive who.
I know. That's why I chose it.
I'm going to go Darren Bent.
Final answer.
Final answer, Darren Bent.
You're correct. 17 to DJ's 13.
I was worried about that one. Right. Final one, you have to get it right or I've got the win. 3-2 currently. Same team.
Yeah.
Both last season. 2
Okay.
Sheffield United boys who scored more goals. John Fleck, Oliver McBurney.
Ollie McBurney or Fleck. I'm leaning towards McBurney. Yeah, McBurney. Final answer.
Correct.
Yes.
So it's 3-3. So
What's it now? Sudden death.
I guess it's sudden death. I guess we keep going.
Okay, here's a bottom of the table one for you.
Okay.
2015-16, Troy Deeney, Jermaine Defoe.
So is that Defoe? Was it Sunderland or
Yeah,
Bournemouth?
Sunderland. I'll
Sunderland.
give you that clue.
I'm going to go Defoe. Final answer.
You're correct. 15 goals. Troy Deeney, 13.
Okay. 2015
Okay.
16 season.
Yeah. So that was Leicester's win.
Leicester's win. Who scored more goals? Mark Albrighton or Mark Pugh? That's the battle of the marks that end in a C.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Because I think Albrighton did play a lot of games for Leicester. He's quite a big
Yeah, he
part of
did.
that team. But I don't know if he was that much a prolific scorer. And that was Bournemouth's first season, wasn't
First
it?
season in the Premier League, yep.
And they did all right. I'm pretty sure Pugh was
I think we finished 16th that season.
starting, I want to say. Or he was
I think it's
coming
fair
off the
to say.
bench. I kind of want to go Pugh, but I'm going to go Albrighton. Final answer.
Should have gone with Pugh.
Oh, no.
I've won it on Mark Pugh. Oh, I would not have chosen those two if Mark Pugh was the one who lost.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought that, but I thought you like double.
Oh, double. Ooh,
I thought mind games, you know.
for the mind games. I got the win. That's all that matters. That's unlucky. Simon lost again. I believe at 0-5.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I mean,
Yeah,
hopefully we'll have more contestants so we can
yeah, some
more
fresh meat
chances.
for me to try and win something.
But you know,
It's generally quite distressing.
yeah, those games are actually quite stressful. Right, I think that's it for this episode. Another good one, talking about all things
So
shithouse.
10, yeah.
No idea how we're going to title this one, but 10 episodes in. If you want 10 more, comment 10 more, please. If anyone is so far into it, if anyone actually watches this and comments that, I'll be impressed.
Yeah.
Right, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm Robbie. We've had Simon.
Bonsoir.
Goodbye.